For some constant real numbers p, k and a, consider the following system of linear equations in x and y. Px minus 4y is 2, 3x plus ky is equal to a necessary condition for the system to have no solution. Direct application of a rule, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2. Fine. There is p, k, a, something linking a and p, and something linking k and p, something linking a and k. And so the rule we have is p by 3 is equal to minus 4 by k, not equal to 2 by a. And so p and a, the rule should be not equal to, we should have pa is not equal to 6, ap minus 6 not equal to 0, not this, not this. Kp plus 12 equal to 0, that means we equate these two. Kp equals minus 12, Kp plus 12, it should be equal to 0, not this either. It should be this, minus 4a not equal to 2k, minus 2a not equal to k, 2a plus k not equal to 0, this is our answer. Fine. a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2. Plug it in, be careful with the equal to not equal to be done. Super easy question, we should be getting this right. Sam can complete a job in 20 days when working alone. Mohit is twice as fast as Sam and thrice as fast as Aina in the same job. Fine. So let's say Mohit twice as fast as Sam, thrice into 2 into 3. So in one day, let's say Mohit can do 6k of task. Then Sam can do 3k, Aina can do 2k. Into 2 into 3. I'm looking for a number that's a multiple of 2 and 3. 6 works. Right? So the amount of task that can be done by Mohit in one day, if it were 6k, then Sam can do 3k, Aina can do 2k. Sam can complete the job in 20 days. So 3k into 20 is 60k. Then total task is equal to 60k. Mohit can do it in 10 days, Aina can do it in 30 days, etc., etc., etc. They undertake a job with an arrangement where Sam and Mohit work together on day 1. Day 1 is Sam and Mohit, that is 9k. And on the second day, Mohit and Aina work together, 6 plus 2, 8k. Sorry, Sam and Aina work together on the second day. Need to be careful about this. Sam is 3k, Aina is 2k, 5k. This is S and M, this is S and A. On day 3, I'm guessing it should be the third combo, Mohit and Aina, 6 plus 2, 8k. Nice. And this 3-day pattern is repeated till the work gets completed. And so Mohit alone can finish it in 10 days. I'm guessing it will get completed in some combo in 8 days or 9 days or something like that. Okay. Then the fraction of total work done by Sam is very interesting. So let's think about one cycle. One cycle is 9 plus 5, 14 plus 8, 22k. So in first 3 days, 22k will get done. Next 3 days, another 22k will get done. The next 3 days, another 22k will get done. By that time, we'll get finished. So the whole task is going to get finished before 9 days. First 6 days. So we're going to do this of 2 cycles. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. So we are at 44k, day 7 is 9k, day 8 is 5k, 9 plus 5 is 14, we go to 58k. On day 9, we'll have 8k being done, but we need only 2k, so somewhere on the 9th day this will get completed. We don't want to know exactly how many days it takes, we want to think about what is the fraction of total work done by Sam. So Sam would have worked day 1 and day 2. 2 in the first cycle, day 4 and day 5, 2 days in the second cycle, 4 days, day 7 and day 8. So Sam worked for a total of 6 days totally. I'm interested in only what Sam does. Sam works for 6 days. So Sam does 6 days into 8, 18k of the task on his own. Sam does 18k, which is super useful because the question says what fraction of the task is done by Sam. Total task is 60k. Sam does 18k, fraction is 18k by 60k, which is 3 by 10. So I'm looking for an answer choice that is 3 by 10, that's available. Consider the sequence T1 equal to 1, T2 equal to minus 1, Tn equal to n minus 3 by n minus 1 into Tn minus 2 for n greater than or equal to 3. Then the value of the sum 1 by T2 plus 1 by T4 plus 1 by T6. I found this question very interesting because there's a T1 and a T2 and the relationship is from Tn to Tn minus 2. So the link is for all odd terms and all even terms. It's very interesting. And this with all even terms. Took me a while. I did the process for T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. I realized I don't need to care about the odd terms at all. I need to care only about T2, T4 and all that. And so T2 equals minus 1. Forget T1. T4 equals n minus 3 by n minus 1, 1 by 3 times T2. 1 by 3 times minus 1, which is minus 1 by 3. Interesting. Now T6 equals n minus 3 by n minus 1, 3 by 5 times T4, 3 by 5 times minus 1 by 3, which is minus 1 by 5. First thing we notice, T2, T4, T6, T8 are all going to be negative. T8, we've got the hang of this, is 5 by 7 times T6, 5 by 7 into minus 1 by 5, minus 1 by 7. Minus 1, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 5, minus 1 by 7 and so on. That is T2, T4, T6, T8. We've got the hang of this. This question asks us to find 1 by T2, 1 by T4, 1 by T6, 1 by T2. All of this very even better. This is minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, minus 7 and so on. Sum of all odd numbers but with a negative attached to it. Right? So how many terms are there? 2024 is 1012 into 2. So this question quite beautifully is minus of sum of first 1012 odd numbers. Sum of the first 3 odd numbers is 3 square. Sum of the first 5 odd numbers is 5 square. Sum of the first 16 odd numbers is 16 square. 1 plus 3 is 4, 2 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5, 9, 3 square. Sum of the first 1012 odd numbers is 1012 square minus 1012 whole square. You still have to find this, plug it into a calculator to get the answer. Right? So 1024000 plus 144. 1024144. I'm thinking of this as 1024 into 1000 plus 12 square. A plus b into a minus b plus b square. So minus 1024144. That's the answer. A plus b root 3 whole square is 52 plus 30 root 3, where a and b are natural numbers. So if you square this, we'll get a square plus 3b square plus 2ab root 3 equal to 52 plus 30 root 3. A into b is 15, a square plus 3b square is 52. It's got to be a 5 somewhere. I'm going to plug in 5, a is 5 square plus 3 into 3 square. This is 25 plus 27, 52. 2 into 5 into 3 is 30 root 3. So this is nothing but 5 plus 3 root 3 the whole square. 3 plus 5 root 3 will become a different combo. So it's nothing but 5 plus 3 root 3 whole square. How did we get this? We plug it as equal to, we know a into b is 15. 1 into 15, 15 into 1, 3 into 5, 5 into 3. 15 square is 225. Right? So very large. So either 3 and 5 or 5 and 3. We did 5 square plus 3 into 3 square, that is 52. 3 square plus 3 into 5 square, too large. So a is 5, b is 3. This number is 5 plus 3 root 3 whole square. A plus b is 8. Keep our smarts with us, this just falls in place. In a group of 250 students, the percentage of girls was at least 44% and at most 60%. Into 250 girls and boys, at least 44%. 44% of 250, 44% of 100 is 44, plus another 44, plus 22, 110 to 60%, 150. Boys is going to be remaining max of 140, minimum of 100. The rest of the students were boys. So I'm laughing because when we guys used to prepare for CAT, which is like donkeys years ago, this statement used to be not given. You're changing with the times. I'm realizing now that CAT is changing with the times and making it nice and obvious and saying the rest of the students are boys. Right? Each student opted for either swimming or running or both. 50% of the boys and 80% of the girls opted for swimming, while 70% of the boys and 60% of the girls opted for running. The minimum and maximum possible number of students who opted for both swimming and running. First up, every student did one or the other or both. So if you do swimming, running and both, then outside is 0. These three should add up to 100%. Right? 50% of the boys and 80% of the girls opted for swimming, while 70% of the boys and 60% of the girls opted for running. Right? So all the boys must have been either swimming or running. All the girls must have been either swimming or running. So I'm going to think about the boys part separately, and then we're thinking about, say, swimming. 50% of the boys are doing swimming and 70% of the boys are doing running. So boys, swimming, running. This is 50, this is 70. 50 plus 70 is 120. We need a total of 100%. So this should be 20%. This is 30. This is 50, adding up to 100. So we know 20% of the boys did both. Same funda, now we're going to think about girls. Swimming is done by 80% of the girls. Running is done by 60% of the girls. 80 plus 60 is 140. It's 40% too high. So this number should be 40. A plus B minus A intersection B. This is 40. This is 20. Nice. So the number of people who are doing both is 20% of boys plus 40% of girls. So 20% of boys plus 40% of girls. And we want to find the minimum and maximum of this. We know girls can go from 110 to 150. Boys can go from 100 to 140. We want to find the minimum of 20% boys plus 40% girls. The girls' weightage is higher. We want to find the minimum of this. Plonk the girls' number to be high, boys' number to be. So if you want to find the minimum overall, put girls as least, boys as highest. If I'm interested in minimum, I'm going to do 40% of 110 plus 20% of 140. To do maximum, we're going to do 40% of 150 plus 20% of 100. This weightage is so clearly noticeably higher than this that if I want minimum, number of girls should be as low as possible. If I want maximum, number of girls should be as high as possible. 40% of 110 is 44 plus 28. 40% of 150 is 60 plus 20. So minimum is 72, maximum is 80. Beautiful, beautiful question, wonderful question, because first is to extract the data, these ranges, then to draw the Venn diagram and figure this out, put this in, know the overlap. Overlap is 20% of total number of boys plus 40% of total number of girls. Then we come back and say, hey, this weightage for girls is so much higher. So my minimum overall and maximum overall are going to be dependent on how I choose the girls' numbers. So 40% girls, if I want to be minimum, need the number of girls to be as low as possible, boys as high as possible. If I want to be maximum, girls should be as high as possible, boys minimum. So minimum overall is 72, maximum overall is 80. The number of distinct real values of x satisfying the equation maximum of x comma 2 minus minimum of x comma 2 equals mod x plus 2 minus mod x minus 2. Very interesting question. Maximum of x comma 2. This one, if x were greater than 2, x were less than 2. If x were greater than 2, maximum is x, minimum is 2. If x were less than 2, maximum is 2, minimum is x. Nice. So it's either x minus 2 or 2 minus x, depending on which is high, whether x is higher or 2 is higher. Nice. This side is more interesting. Draw the number line here and put minus 2, 2 and this side. Here both of these are greater than 0. So modulus of x plus 2 will be x plus 2. Here the expression will be x plus 2 minus of x minus 2. This is 4. Here both will be negative. Minus x minus 2 minus of 2 minus x. Minus x minus 2 minus 2 plus x. This is minus 4. In between here, x plus 2 will be positive, x plus 2 minus of 2 minus x. This is 2x. Nice, brilliant. When x is greater than 2, this is 4, this side is x minus 2. So when x is greater than 2, I'm going to plug in the value x minus 2 equal to 4 or x is 6. 6 will satisfy this equation. 6 minus 2 is 4. Modulus of x plus 2 is 8, modulus of x minus 2 is 4, 8 minus 4 is 4, both sides are equal. When x is in between minus 2 and plus 2, in this range, we are going to say 2x is equal to 2 minus x, or 3x is equal to 2, x is 2 by 3, that happens to be in the range, x is 2/3, this will work. 2 minus 2 by 3 is 4 by 3. 2 by 3 plus 2 is 2 by 3, 8 by 3. So this will be 8 by 3. 2 by 3 minus 2 is minus 4 by 3. This will be 2 by 3 minus 2. This is 2 by 3 minus 6 by 3 minus 4 by 3. This is 4 by 3. This side is 4 by 3, that side is 4 by 3, both are equal. I've written 4 by 8, 4 by 3. So x equal to 2 by 3 works, x equal to 6 works. We still have to figure out the third range, that is this range, where 2 minus x is equal to minus 4, or 2 plus 4 is equal to x. X equal to 6 is a solution. But when x equal to 6, x is not in this range, that solution won't work. Two solutions work, x equal to 6, x equal to 2 by 3. We are breaking this into two parts, greater than 2, less than 2. X is greater than 2, x is less than 2. Bring this into three parts, greater than 2, between minus 2 and 2, less than minus 2. Solving in this range, solving in this range, solving in this range. Solving here gives us one answer, here gives us one answer. Here the answer we get, which is x equal to 6, does not sit in this range. That doesn't work. Two values of x works. If 3 power a is equal to 4, 4 power b is equal to 5, 5 power c is equal to 6, 6 power d is equal to 7, 7 power e is equal to 8, 8 power f is equal to 9. Then the value of a, b, c, d, e, f. So fine. So I'm going to reframe this. So log 4 to the base 3 is a. Log 5 to the base 4 is b. Log 7 to the base 6 is c. all the way till log 9 to the base 8 is f. Beautiful question, because I thought they want it's a theta question as well. They want us to have the answer as an integer or a natural number more specifically. So ABC, then it goes till f. All good. We still can't figure out log 4 to the log base 3. I don't know what that is, but I know I can rewrite this as log 4 by log 3. This is log 5 by log 4. All the way till log 9 by log 8. Which is super brilliant, and because the moment we rewrite this question becomes a completely solvable one, because we are multiplying all of these. Log 4 to the by log 3, log 5 by log 4. Log 5 will get cancelled. Everything will get cancelled, and finally we'll have log 9 by log 3 or to some other base. But it doesn't matter. Log 9 to base x by log 3 to base x is nothing but log 9 to the base 3, which is 2. The fact that this is a theta question unlocks this. The fact that there's a 3 here and ends with a 9 there, something to keep in mind. So a bunch of these things get cancelled, we get log 9 to the base 3, which is 2. The other way of doing this is take 4 as 3 power a. So 3 power a whole power b is 5. This is 3 power ab. Substitute that there. 3 power ab whole power c is 6. Substitute that there. 3 power abc whole power d is 7. 3 power a, b, c, d, e, f is 9. 2. A train traveled a certain distance at a uniform speed. So distance d at a speed x, taking time t. Had the speed been 6 kilometers per hour more, it would have needed 4 hours fewer. And so we could have traveled at x plus 6 and taken time t minus 4. Had the speed been 6 kilometers per hour lesser, fewer, it would have taken 6 hours more. It would have been x minus 6. It would have been t plus 6. The distance in kilometers traveled by the train. A very template question. What are we going to do? We're going to say, hey, x into t equals x plus 6 into t minus 4 equals x minus 6 into t plus 6, or xt equals xt plus 6t minus 4x minus 24. Equate these two. 6t minus 4x equals 24. 3t minus 2x equals 12. This is equal to xt minus 6t plus 6x minus 36. Equate this and this. Xt goes off. 6x minus 6t equals 36. X minus t equals 6. Minus t plus x equals 6. Multiply this by 2. Minus 2t plus 2x equal to 12. Add these two. 3t minus 2t is 3. Minus 2x plus 2x disappears. Equals 24. X minus t is 6, or x is 30. T is in hours, x is in kilometers per hour. And because this is hours, that is kilometers per hour. The distance in kilometers traveled by the train is x into t. 24 into 30 kilometers, 720 kilometers. Just to recap, what are we doing here? We are framing this giant equation, taking these two and arriving at this, taking these two and arriving at this, and then taking those two and finding x and t. Once we find x and t, x into t is the total distance. We're done through. For any non-zero real number x, let f of x plus 2 times f of 1 by x equal to 3x. then the sum of all possible values of x for which f of x equal to 3 is a very interesting question. I struggled with this properly. Right? So first of all, 1 by x and x are both equal for 1. So I said f of 1 plus 2 times f of 1 is equal to 3 times 1. Put x equal to 1. 3 times f of 1 is 3, or f of 1 equals 1. I thought this will be like a breakthrough. It was not. Right? We need to find, we have to find the f of 3. This might have helped. We want to find f of x for which it becomes 3. Right? But I know that, like, if I put x as 1, x and 1 by x are same. Reciprocal of x is 1 by x. Reciprocal of 1 by x is x. It's useful because I can say, let me frame equations. F of x plus 2 times f of 1 by x is equal to 3. F of 1 by x plus 2 times f of x is 3x. So 3 times 1 by x. What am I doing here? I'm substituting this rule that I have for 1 by x. Instead of putting x, I'm putting 1 by x. F of 1 by x plus 2 times f of x equals 3 times 1 by x. Super useful, because now I can solve and eliminate f of 1 by x and get an expression for f of x. How do I do this? I take this equation, multiply it by 2. I'll say 4 times f of x plus 2 times f of 1 by x equals 6 by x. This equation is f of x plus 2 times f of 1 by x equals 3x. Subtract 1 from the other, this disappears. 3 times f of x, 3 times f of x equals 6 by x minus 3x, or f of x equals 2 by x minus x. We've been told f of x equal to 3. Put this as equal to 3. 2 by x minus x is equal to 3, or 2 minus x square equals 3x. X square minus 3x, taking this x square that side, x square plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. This definitely has real roots. There are some real values of x where this works. X square plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Very nice. Finding that, we can find, I'm sure we complete the square. I'll do minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, because there's sum of all possible values for which f of x equal to 3 of x. So we're finding sum of all possible values of x where this happens. It's just sum of the roots of this equation minus b by a, which is minus 3. The sum of all distinct real values of x that satisfy the equation 10 power x plus 4 by 10 power x is 8.5. This, and so put 10 power x equal to y. We have y plus 4 by y equals 17 by 2. Multiply by y square plus 4 equals 17y by 2. Multiply by 2. 2y square minus 17y plus 8 is equal to 0. 2y square minus y minus 16y plus 8 equal to 0. y into 2y minus 1 minus 8 into 2y minus 1 equal to 0. 2y minus 1 into y minus 8 is 0. Y is equal to half, or 8. 10 power x is equal to 8, or 10 power x is equal to half. Both of these will have answers. 10 power x equal to half. 10 power 0 is 1, it will be negative. 10 power x is equal to 8. Between answer should be between 0 and 1. 10 power 1 is 10. How do I frame this? The answer choices have all got log in them. I'm going to go back to my log world. 10 power x is 8, or log 8 to the base 10 is x. log half to the base 10 is x. X can take either this value or that value. Two possible values of x exist. Sum of all these values we need to find. So x could be 3 log 2 to the base 10, or x could be, this is 2 power minus 1 minus log 2 to the base 10. 2 power minus 1 is half, 2 cube is 8. This is 3 log 2 to the base 10, and that is minus 1 log 2 to the base 10. If I add these two, I'll get 2 log 2 to the base 10. Looking for this in choices. 2 log 2 to the base 10. Beautiful question, super challenging question. Fine. So we have to solve for y and then plug back x, find x and simplify this. Fine. So 8 is 2 cube, half is 2 power minus 1. So log 2 to the base 10 into 3 is this, into minus 1 is this. A certain amount of water was poured into a 300 liter container, and the remaining portion of the container was filled with milk. So milk and water. So water is equal to x, milk is 300 minus x. Then an amount of the solution was taken out from the container, which was twice the volume was earlier poured into it, and the water was poured to refill the container again. The resulting solution contains 72% milk. So what are we doing here? From this we take out minus 2x and then add 2x. This 2x is pure water. This minus 2x is the mixture. Whatever is inside, I take 2x of that out and then add 2x of water. So my water concentration should increase, milk concentration should decrease. And once that happened, we have 72% milk. Or in this, milk is 72% of 300 is 216, water is 84. Nice. First there was x of water, 300 minus x of milk, then of which 2x of this mixture we take out, replace it with water, and then milk is 216. This step to this step, I am removing mixture and adding water. When water is concerned, water goes out of the system, water enters into the system. As far as milk is concerned, milk is only going out in the system. Okay. Initially milk was 300 minus x. From that I am removing equivalent of 2x. Right. When the overall volume was 300, I have 300 minus x. Right. So the share of milk in this is 300 minus x by 300. To the tune of 2x, I am removing that. And then I have 216 units of milk. I'm going to think about what milk is retained. Frame an equation for that and then I am through. 300 minus x milk is there. What fraction of the overall volume is removed? 2x by 300. Imagine if 10% is removed, then 90% is retained. If 1/5 is removed, 4/5 is retained. 2x is removed, but I'm going to think about 2x as a percentage or a fraction. 2x by 300 is removed. 1 minus 2x by 300 is retained. As a fraction, what was originally there? 300 minus x. So say, hey, 300 minus x into 1 minus 2x by 300 equals 260. After this, ideally I want to poke around and do some substituting numbers. 216 is a multiple of 6, 6 into 6 into 6 is a multiple of 27, 27 into 8. And so this number should also have lots of 3's, 27 is sitting there. So my gut feel is x could be 60, This is 240 into 1 minus 120 by 300 is 2 by 5. It's 240 into 3 by 5. 144 is too small. So I can do x equal to 30. I really like 30 because it's become 270. 270 into 1 minus 1 by 5. 270 into 4 by 5. 260. We can do this algebraically. Cross multiply, simplify, take this expression 300 minus 2x by 300, take the 300 that side, solve for x. Finally, we should get 30. The idea that 216 is 2 cube into 3 cube. And even after something gets cancelled, we need to have 3 cubes sitting in the system. Want me to have this number, 300 minus x. Definitely it has to be a multiple of 3. Maybe it has to be a multiple of 9. In this case, the multiple of 27, 270. It works. We're done. 10 power 68 is divided by 13. The remainder is 10 power 1. Remainder is 10 or minus 3. 10 square. Remainder is 9 minus 3 square. Or 10 into 10, 100. 100 is 9. 10 cube. 9 into 10 is 90. Remainder is 12, which is minus 1. 91 is a multiple of 13. So 10 power 6 gives a remainder 1. Minus 1 whole square is 1. 10 power 6 is 1. We need to go 10 power 68. 10 power 66 divided by 13. Remainder is 1. So 10 power 66 into 10 square. Done. Through. Rajesh and Vimal own 20 hectares and 30 hectares of agricultural land respectively, which are covered by wheat and mustard crops. So Rajesh, Vimal, wheat, mustard. Rajesh owns 20, Vimal owns 30. The cultivation of wheat and mustard in the land owned by Vimal are in the ratio 5:3. 5:3. So 5 by 8 into 30. 3 by 8 into 30. Overall is 50. The total cultivation area of wheat and mustard are the ratio 11:9. 11:9. 11 by 20 into 50. 9 by 20 into 50. And the ratio of cultivation of wheat and mustard in the land owned by Rajesh. Got all the numbers. Super simple question. A bunch of difficult ones. 5 by 8 into 30. This becomes 4, 15. This is 75 by 4. 3 by 8 into 30. 4, 15. 45 by 4. 11 into 5, 55 by 2, I'm going to get 110 by 4. This is 45 by 2, I'm going to call it 90 by 4. 110 by 4, 75 by 4, this plus this should be this total land. So this is 35 by 4. 110 by 4 minus 75 by 4. This minus this 90 by 4 minus 45 by 4. This is 45 by 4. We want to find this ratio. 35:45, 7:9. Hopefully that's there in our choices. Done. There. Through. Gopi marks his price on a product in order to make 20% profit. So cost price, mark price is 1.2x. Ravi gets 10% discount and thus saves 15. Selling price 10%, 15. Or this should be 150, it arrives at 135. 150 is 1.2x, 6 by 5x is 150, 25x is 125. Cost price is 125, marked up to 150, discount of 10%, coming up to 15 discount, sold off at 135. Nice. Then the profit in rupees made by Gopi by selling the product to Ravi is 125 to 135, 10 rupees. Done. I thought there would be one more step. Aman invests rupees 4,000 in a bank at a certain rate of interest compounded annually. The ratio of the value of investment after 3 years to the value of investment after 5 years is 25:36. 4000 into 1 plus r by 100 whole power 3 by 4000 into 1 plus r by 100 whole power 5 is 25 by 36. So 1 plus r by 100 whole square is 36 by 25, or 1 plus r by 100 is 6 by 5. It cannot be negative and all that, so r is 1 by 5. R by 100 is 1 by 5, r is 20%. The minimum number of years required for the value of investment to exceed 20,000. Pain in the neck. So we do 4,000 into 1 plus 20%, 1.2, whole power n should be greater than 20,000. So this goes off as 5. 1.2 whole power n should be greater than 5. The smallest n which works. We've got our answer. Right? It's a pain in the neck because without a calculator this is tough. Right? I'm assuming we have a calculator and we can make life easy. 1.2 whole cube is 1.728. 729 because I really like 1729. So 1.2 whole power 6. 1.7 whole square is 2.89. 1.8 whole square is 3.24. 289, 324. This is roughly 3. 1.2 whole power 8 should be roughly 3 into 1.44. 4.32. 1.2 whole power 9 is 4.32 into 1.2. This goes more than 5. If I had to guess, I'm guessing 9. 8 seems pretty far away. It crosses beyond 9. If I had to guess, I'm guessing 9, but I'm not guessing. Pinching into a calculator, doing 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2, 1.728 into 1.728 into 1.2 into 1.2. I keep on doing that. 9th 1.2, my gut feel is it will cost 5. I'm looking at the answer 9. After 2 successive increments, Gopal's salary becomes 187.5% of his initial salary. 87.5% is 7 by 8. This is 15 by 8. Some initial salary, 1 increment, 1 more increment, 15 by 8 of x. If the percentage of salary increase in the second increment was twice that of the first increment, the percentage of salary increase in the first increment, some x into, suppose it were 25%, it will be 5 by 4 to 50%, 3 by 2. So 20%, 6 by 5 into 7 by 5. And so whatever this x into 6 by 5 into 7 by 5, is it 15 by 8 of x? No. It's a by 8 there. So I'm looking for some by 4 somewhere. So x into 5 by 4 into 6 by 4. One-fourth it increases by. I don't want to solve this very algebraically into 100 plus x by 100 plus. Pointless. You need to get to 15 by 8. So 2 steps, 25% and 50% into 5 by 4 into 3 by 2 is 15 by 8. Got to be a by 8 here. It got to be by 4 somewhere. Otherwise it becomes tricky. 25% is the answer. The average of 3 distinct real numbers is 25, x, y, z. The sum is 84. The smallest number increases by 7, x plus 7. Largest number is reduced by 10, z minus 10. The order of the numbers remains unchanged to x less than y less than z, x plus 7 less than y less than z minus 10. The new arithmetic term becomes 2 more than the middle number. I'm adding 7, subtracting 10. So my total will fall by 3. So this total will be 81. Sum The new arithmetic mean is 27, becomes 2 more than the middle number. The middle number is 25. I'm going to say, hey, instead of having a y, I'll call this 25, I'll call this 25. Nice. While the difference between the largest and smallest numbers becomes 64. Z minus 10 minus of x plus 7 is 64. Z minus x minus 17 is 64, is 81. Nice, brilliant. The largest number in the original set of 3 numbers. We need to find z. We know y is 25, x plus y plus z is 84, or x plus z is 84 minus 25, 59. Z minus x is 81, z plus x is 59. Add these two, 2 times z is 140, or z is 70. My gut feel is x will be negative. Yeah, x is minus 11. I don't care about this. Z is 70, largest of the numbers is 70. The number of positive integers up to 500 with non-repeating digits. I want to think of this as A, B, C, 3-digit numbers, A, B, 2-digit numbers, A, single-digit numbers. Positive integers up to 500. Right, so first of all, this single-digit number, there are 9 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. 2-digit numbers, A can go from 1 to 9, and we can go 0 to 9, except A, 9 into 9, 81. 3-digit numbers, A can go from 1 to 4, B is 0 to 9, except A, C is 0 to 9, except A comma B. So this is 4 possibilities into 9 into 8. 4 into 9 into 8, which is 72 into 8, which is 288. So we have 288 plus 81 plus 9 plus 98, 378. The number of all positive integers up to 500 with non-repeating digits. When it's up to 500, we've not included 500. We have to worry about 500. Luckily for us, even if we forget this, it's all right, because 500, there are repeating digits. 0 comes twice over. So we forget that. 378 numbers, our answer should be 378. A circular plot of land is divided into 2 regions by a chord of length 10 root 3 meters, such that a chord subtends an angle of 120 degrees at the center. Okay, nice. This is 10 root 3, this angle is 120. Isosceles triangle, 120, angles are 120, 30, 30. Sides are the ratio, 1:1 root 3. Should know this. Or you draw this, 60, 30. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2, opposite by adjacent is root 3 by 2. This is 10 root 3. It will be 5 root 3, half of that. This is 10, this is 10. Use a little bit of trigonometry, we are through. Okay. The area in square meters is the smaller region. We need to find area of this segment. Okay. So radius is 10, angle in the middle is 120, and we need to find this segment. We're going to do sector minus radius. This whole thing is 10 root 3. This is, oops, sorry. Erase this. Back to fine. This is 30 degrees. Sine 30 is half. This is fine. Fine. Area of sector is 1/3 area of circle. It's 120 degrees. 360 degrees to make a circle. So 1/3 of pi into 10 square minus half into 10 root 3 into 5. 1/3 of pi into 10 square, so 100 by 3 pi minus 25 root 3. You're looking for an answer choice that fits this 20 into 4 pi by 3, this is 80 pi by 3, 25 into 4 pi by 3, 100 pi by 3, plus 20, no, this is the answer, this is minus 25 root 3, done. Sector minus triangle. A regular octagon A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H has sides of length 6 centimeters each, okay, nice, regular octagon. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Each of these sides is 6. Then the area of square ACEG, ACEG. In my diagram, it kind of looks like a square, which is nice. This, whatever it is, we need to find that. Right? So, if we find this, we are through. A square is our answer. How do we find this? We know in a regular octagon, this angle is 135 degrees. How do we know that? We know that because 8 angles equal, sum of all exterior angles is 360. 360 by 8 is 45. Each external angle is 45. Each interior angle is 135. And so now what do? We apply cosine rule, find A square. A square. 6 square plus 6 square minus 2 into 6 into 6 into cos 135. With this we can find A. We don't need to find A. A square is our answer. We want to find area of the square. And so this is our answer. So this is 6 square plus 6 square is 36 plus 36, 72 minus 72 into 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. 72 plus 72 by root 2 or 72 plus 36 root 2. 72 plus 36 root of this. For a second I couldn't recognize the choices. 36 into 2 plus root 2. The number of distinct integer solutions of the equation modulus of x plus y plus modulus of x minus y is equal to 2. Very interesting question. Modulus of x plus y plus modulus of x minus y equal to 2. And so very nice question. And so draw this. And we can think about the scenario where x is greater than y and x is greater than minus y. X plus y is positive and x minus y is positive is equal to 2. And so x plus y plus x minus y is equal to 2. 2x is equal to 2. X is 1. Remember, x should be greater than y. Greater than or equal to y is fine. And x should be greater than or equal to minus y also. So x plus y greater than or equal to 0. X is greater than or equal to y. X is greater than or equal to minus y. Right? Brilliant. X is 1. So y could be 0 or 1 or minus 1. And so 1 comma 1 works. 1 comma 0 works. 1 comma minus 1 works. 1 comma 1, 1 comma 0, 1 comma minus 1. All three work. When you put x equal to 1, y equal to 1, modulus of x plus y is 2, x minus y is 2, 2 equal to 2, x minus y is 0, that works. You put 1 comma 0, mod 1 plus mod 1 is 2, that works. 1 comma minus 1 if I put, then I'll have the first one goes to 0, then the second term is 2, that also works. And the moment I have this, then I'm immediately thinking, hey, I'm looking at integer values. If I put x equal to 5 or 6, it's simply not going to work. X is 5, modulus of 5 plus y plus 5 minus y equal to 2, not going to work. 5 plus y plus 5 minus y or 5 plus y plus y minus 5, it's not going to be 2. X cannot be 5 or 6, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, something like that. Small number, not even 2, 3, 1, 0, minus 1, something like that. So x greater than 2, I feel won't work. And so suppose we put x equal to 2, modulus of 2 plus y plus modulus of 2 minus y equal to 2. Distance of y from minus 2 and plus 2, we add that up and equal to, not possible. And so 2 plus y plus 2 minus y cannot be 2, no solution. 2 plus y plus y minus 2 cannot be 2, no solution. X equal to 2, if I put 2 plus y plus 2 minus y is equal to 2, work. 2 plus y plus y minus 2 equal to 2. If I put this, then I get y equal to 1. If y equal to 1, this should be 2 minus y, not y minus 2. That doesn't work. So 2 plus minus 2 minus y less than minus 2 plus y minus 2 equal to 2. This also has no solution. X cannot be 2 or higher. Right? 2 plus y and 2 minus y adding up to 2. That is the distance of y from minus 2 and 2 adding up to 2. Not possible. X equal to 1 works. X equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0, mod y plus mod minus y is 2. Mod minus y is mod y. 2 times mod y is 2. Mod y is 1. I put x equal to 0. I have 0 comma 1, 0 comma minus 1. Nice. Put x equal to minus 1. Right, so I have modulus of y minus 1 plus modulus of y plus 1 equal to 2. Minus 1 minus y is y plus 1. I'm taking modulus. Or I'm thinking about y, the distance between y and minus 1, y and plus 1 should be 2. Y should be between minus 1 and 1. And x is minus 1. This entire range will work. Integer point, this and this will work. Think about minus 1 comma 1, minus 1 comma 0, minus 1 comma minus 1. Gut feel is this will work, this will work, this will work, this will work. All the points on the boundary should work, but I don't even need to verify that because the question says number of distinct integer solutions where this works. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 set of values will work. So 8 integer solutions x, y exist for this set of equations too. The midpoints of sides AB, BC and AC are M, N and P respectively. Let's draw this triangle. Oopsie. A, B, C. Midpoint of AB is M, BC is N, AC is P. So this M, N, P will be a smaller triangle, and we know that its area, MP is half of BC, MN is half of AC, NP is half of AB. We know all that. The medians drawn from A, B and C intersect the line segments MP, MN and MP at X, Y and Z respectively. Okay, let's draw this X, Y and Z. Let's draw this MP, MN, and then we join median, this. The medians hit at points. Medians from A, B and C intersect at X, Y and Z. Area of triangle ABC is 1440 square centimeters. Area of triangle XYZ, what is it going to be? Very interesting question. First of all, we take area of triangle MP and MNP will be 1/4 of area of triangle ABC. What do we know here? We know MP is equal to half of BC, MP parallel to BC. Midpoint theorem, ratio of the sides is 1/2, 1/2. This should be parallel to this. This will be half of this triangle AMP is similar to triangle ABC. Ratio of the sides is AM by AB, AP by PC, MP by BC, half, 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 done. Beautiful. Right. So this triangle MPN has sides half of triangles ABC. MP is half of BC, MN is half of AC, NP is half of AB. So area of triangle MPN is 1/4 area of triangle ABC. Every side is half, area becomes 1/4. Brilliant. Now what do? We need to get to XYZ. My instinct is telling me that XYZ will be midpoints of MP, PN and MN. Why? If I take this triangle ABN, right? This is parallel to this. These two are similar triangles. This is half of this. This should be half of this. MX should be half of BN. MX is half of BN. NP is half of NC. BN equal to NC. This should be equal to this. Likewise, this should be equal to this. This should be equal to this. Exactly same set of funda. This is joining three midpoints of triangle MPN, which means area of triangle XYZ is 1/4 area of triangle MPN. Brilliant, we are through. Area of triangle ABC is 1440. Area of triangle XYZ is 1/4 into 1/4 into 1440. 144 by 16 is 90. Or area of triangle XYZ should be 90 square centimeters. You check if that's correct. Indeed correct.